So KG Classic was last week. And not a lot of people know, or maybe a few people know, but hindi lang po ako yung nag-iisang nag-organize ng buong KG Classic. It's not, dalawa kami. Dalawa lang kami. So, for episode 6 of KG Talks, or episode 5 pala, sorry, episode 5 of KG Talks, I want you guys to know who the other person behind KG Classic is. He is a very good friend of mine. We've known each other since
After college.
2020.
Fitness first. Yeah.
More than that. It's like Malate days pa. But is Mr. Paul Dalmcaio. Welcome to KG Talks, Paul.
Hello. Hello.
So Paul is in charge of basically production.
Overall, I think, given that it's only the two of us,
Yeah.
we pulled it off.
Yeah.
I think we got ambitious, which is not a bad thing. But I think for next year, we probably need to rethink the two-man team.
True. I think we should get more volunteers involved in the early part of the production. People who know how to run events,
Right.
and get them in earlier. I think both of us, I think medyo nakampante tayo because 2023 went so smooth.
Right. Well, I know, like, you got the idea of me running the show in 2023 because I think it was a little bit similar to an event that I did prior to KG, which was the graduation ceremony.
Yeah.
Parang, I mean, if you remember, the stage was quite similar.
Yeah.
So even the way that we utilized the stage was very similar to the event that I ran before. So medyo cookie cutter yung nangyari. So everything went really smoothly.
Yeah.
Pero this time, it was very different. Kasi like this time, parang the stage was bigger. There were a lot more athletes. There was only two of us. And then we both got overwhelmed very quickly. There were things that we overlooked very easily. And then we just realized na parang
Ay, oo nga.
we should have set it up.
Correct.
We should have put lights here.
Oo.
We should have fixed
Correct.
the daanan sa likod. We overlooked yung setup in the backstage, especially.
Pero I think yun yung mga things na hindi nakikita. Na tayong dalawa lang may alam.
Yes, parang it affects yung operations
Oo.
nating dalawa. In front, it was fine. Pero they didn't know, in the headset, nagsisigawan na tayong dalawa.
Correct.
Kasi
Nagsisigawan po
it
kami
was a mess in the backstage, diba?
Buong umaga po, buong pre-judging, nagsisigawan kami dalawa sa
Sirang-sira po ang pagkatao. Hoy,
No, but ako, tama yung we increased the stage length.
Yes.
So if you know, last year we did 40 feet, I think,
40,
last year.
yes.
And then this year is 50. Was it 50 or 52?
50.
50.
Yeah. It was just enough. I think that was the maximum already of Palacio.
Hindi, we could have
Kaya we needed that
Oo.
pass-through on the sides in
On the
case something
both
goes
sides,
wrong,
oo.
di ba? Pero
which is tama naman. Na
Yeah.
dapat meron pa ring daanan.
what we probably should have done is to make the stage deeper.
Which we only realized after the show.
When we saw the pictures.
When we saw the pictures. Yun yung parang, teka, bakit may shadow? Yeah.
I mean, like, for most people, I think the production value or the visuals na nakita ng mga audience in KG was okay already. Maganda na siya. The thing is, si Kerwin is such a stickler na even yung shadows na nagka-cast dun sa backdrop, affected siya. Kaya-
Ganun talaga.
I mean, it's not a bad thing. I mean, you're a perfectionist in that way.
Hindi ganun naman talaga. Kasi parang ako, I think the lighting this year is better than last year.
Yes.
We got yung parang yung usapan natin na parang sa center line lang tayo mag-iilaw, which is where the athletes stand para talaga na-highlight sila pag doon sila tumatayo.
Right.
Para doon sa mga ibang athletes na hindi dumediretso doon sa square kahit na sinasabihan ko
Wala
kayong
kang ilaw.
dumiretso kayo sa square. There were kasi every time na magre-release ako ng athlete from the backstage, sasabihin ko, dumiretso kayo sa square na pula Kasi nandoon yung ilaw. Yung mga iba, sa labas ng square, parang ako, sayang.
May intro pa sila dun sa
Oo.
square.
Kasi
Nagpo-post na
parang
sila dito.
walang ilaw doon eh, di ba?
And they only
Kita
get how long on the square?
30 seconds.
Diba? So,
Oo.
bilang na yun eh, yung
Oo.
punta nila dun sa likod, papunta dun.
Oo. Parang
So, sayang is like half of their time wala silang ilaw.
sayang. Pero yun naman talaga eh, parang we wanted the highlight to be that center line. So, I think lighting check. So, at least we know na
I mean, we don't know now. I think we got a little lucky na yung production team
nag-set up na maaga.
nag-set up na maaga. It was good enough to adapt yung lighting because we never identified kasi kung anong klaseng lights yung kailangan natin. So, kung ano man yung lights na kinabit nila doon, we just made it work na magawa yung effect na gusto natin. Pero at least now, it's on our notes.
Oo.
For next year, we can identify na specifically kung anong klaseng ilaw yung kailangan natin.
So, it's going to be...
So, wala yung shadows na gusto mo.
Parang no, I think it's because of the depth as well ng
The depth,
rigging.
yes.
So, yung depth ng stage, depth ng rigging, yung kung gaano kalayo, which we will fix next year. Anything else that you might want to fix next year or want to improve next year?
Well, I think you mentioned it in the previous episode with Steve about the timings. I know, like a big part of the production is also how the script is run. And I'm not blaming the host or anything because this really just wasn't discussed with us. But like the amount of time that the competitor was on stage when they should have been thanked already so they could exit, ganun ganon. We did a lot for yung time na the judges should be tabulating their scores and things like that. Maybe that's kaya nagkakaroon ng dead airs and mga delays in the program. I know it's not directly involved in the visuals, pero it adds to the audience experience.
How long was our process just to get this done? Do we start about 6 months?
I mean, we always started kasi with the social media posts,
Yeah.
diba? Parang
It's normally 25 weeks out.
yeah.
We normally start 25 weeks.
Before pa that, kasi parang we prepare na the templates and the visuals, the photos, ganun, and then I show you kung ano yung magiging itsura ng mga pub match this year, and then after that, saka lang and then you give me the content calendar, we do with them in advance, and then you start posting. So yeah, 6-7 months.
7 months
Something
in
like that.
advance. So, yeah. So, we still have a few months to lie low.
That's for the marketing part. Pero
Yeah.
like the production,
1 year tayo eh.
pero hindi like this stage, like the time when we start talking with the production team is like a month lang.
No, but we already know
We
that
know what happened between
Hindi.
us.
between us, alam na natin yung look na gusto natin.
Right.
And we basically just meet with sila Mark. No, about 2 months before. It's about
Parang 1 month nga
No,
lang.
2 months. I think we met with them 2 months before.
Okay.
I think we met them 2 months before.
Or sinusunod-sunod ka na. Kasi like, this year kasi, I have another event na almost nagkasabay with KJ.
1 week and 1 week.
No, actually, my event was on a Wednesday. And then KG was on a
Friday,
Saturday. So, kaya sinamark din yung, yung production team ko for both events. So, while we were doing the other events, sinusunod-sundot ko na yung mga requirements for KG. So, medyo may slight pre-prod na nagaganap even before we got to meet Kerwin.
Sa akin, like, I think a few other things, not just in productions, when it comes to the whole show itself. I think there were a few things, if ever, papalitan ko, and I told you about this, I think, is yung mga wristbands.
Kasi natatanggal ng audience. Nalilipat sa ibang tao.
I guess we need to invest on the higher quality now. Which is, I think, about 7 pesos.
Well, we
a
found
wristband.
better suppliers
Yeah,
this year.
we'll just find a better supplier for it. Yung talagang pag tinanggal mo, sira na. I think that one is something that we need to change next year. Color coding the athlete wristband to the audience, to the VIP, basically color coding them. Um, Also the credentials, I think making it bigger would help.
Credentials?
The
Oh, the
IDs.
badges.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the badges.
Yeah.
We'll make it slightly bigger
So it's easier for security to see. Yeah.
kasi I think part of the part of the stress as well last KG Classic was trying to police that area as well. And I don't want to be mean or anything, pero parang sometimes it's like hindi fair sa ibang tao for me for you to allow some people na wala nung credentials to be backstage, and then
Oh,
yung
yes.
iba tapos hindi ka parang kumbaga dapat consistent yung pag-ano natin.
Well, I think that was one of the things that we were discussing. Parang it's the fairness of the audience that actually paid to be for the event. That's why we're not doing live streams also. Kasi parang sana hindi na lang ako nagbayad ng ticket. I can watch it pala online. So are we planning to do live streams?
I think live stream hindi, never, will never do live stream. Kasi like even like this year I noticed that there were some people who were doing live,
Nagfe-Facebook Live.
nagfe-Facebook Live or nag-IG Live. Pinalampas ko muna siya this year because we didn't announce it. But parang sa akin, as a respect to the producers of the show, for me, if ever there's somebody who should go live lang, it's either part of the production or the media team, because they are basically the official media people for the show. Two, dapat yung mga ibang audience will not. So
I mean, I don't know how strict we're going to be in that
I think
sense.
we will.
Kasi
we
like
will be-
I've been to some shows na talagang they stop the whole show because people won't stop
we'll
doing
prob-
Facebook Live.
I think we'll probably
Parang hindi
do
ko
that
alam
if it
if we're gonna
happens.
get to that point.
Oo,
diba?
siguro we will get to that point because one, wala naman nagfi-Facebook Live na nakakamay lang, so there's a tripod, di ba? People normally have tripods to go on Facebook Live.
Maybe we
So sa akin,
prevent people from bringing in
yeah,
tripods.
tripods, of course. Yun yung part yun. Kasi sa akin, pag nagdala ka ng tripod, kawawa naman yung people na sa likod mo. Parang, yung mga nagbayad, para makita yung buong stage, nakikita nila meron isang tripod doon. Same time, since sinabi na ni Paul na I'm very detail-oriented, minsan sa mga video, minsan sa mga pictures, may nakikita kang tripod, ang pangit tingnan, parang, i-photoshop namin isa-isa yon. Di ba? Mahirapan naman sila Warren. Di ba? Baka i-charge pa ako ng mas mataas pa noon next year. Pag ipa-photoshop ko lahat ng tripod. So, di ba? Parang, I'm after the end result of having clean pictures and everything. Yung isa sa pinaka reason din na ayokong mag-live is because some people would have comments na parang, oh, dapat ikaw yung nanalo, kitang-kita sa live.
It's very different in person, di ba? Number one, the lighting is very different from the audience perspective.
Parang
from the angle where you are versus from where the judges are.
Diba? Like even from where you are,
Yeah.
the tech booth, from the tech booth to the judges table, sobrang iba na. So parang sa akin, bakit may parang Facebook Live? Parang the Facebook Live is not high definition.
That's not, yeah.
Diba? It will never be high definition. Even pay-per-view, even if we get a company
Sabi
to
mo lang,
do
mas
it.
malaki yung isang guy, dapat ikaw yung nanalo eh. Di ba?
Diba?
It's not all about that, obviously, di ba?
Diba? Even if I get a company who will do that, who will do live streams, iba pa rin.
I mean, high definition yung camera mo, pero the stream is not. So,
Kasi ang bilis ng internet natin dito, 'di ba? Mabilis ang internet natin dito, so yung quality will not be the same. So, ito sinasabi ko na 'yon. My request is for people not to go live next year during the show. because it's not fair for people who paid for their tickets to enter and watch the show live. Two, it's also...
Sana yung mga nanonood ng lives, ng mga Facebook live nyo, binabayaran kayo, di ba? Kasi ang mahal ng ticket.
Oo.
Di ba?
Hindi lang yon. Yung mga comments, parang sige, manood kayo ng Facebook Live, pero wag kayong magbigay ng comment na, ay, because you can't. It's completely different. Diba?
Right.
For 2024, if you didn't know, Paul joined KG Classic 2019.
Yes. Because you were asking me already to help you with production in 2019. Pero I had no idea about bodybuilding.
At saka wala kaming spinner during that time. Kung ano na lang i-play na music, yun na yung nangyayari ng music.
But I mean, I guess the reason why I joined 2019 is para maintindihan ko nga
how it goes,
the competition. So, supposedly 2020 was going to be the year that I helped you out. Kaya the pandemic happened.
tayo. So, anyway, at least it happened 2023. And so, from 2023 to 2024, for this year, what was the highlight for you for when it came to the production?
At the stage, definitely. I mean, I've been doing events for about 15 years now. That was the most complicated stage so far na I've handled. I mean, I don't do concerts kasi and all that kind of stuff sa mga stages. My work primarily makes me deal with conferences. Puro corporate, puro business. Wherein walang backstage. walang moving screens, walang anything. It's just LED screens na malaki so they can flash their PowerPoints. Ganun lang.
But were you happy with the 2 cutouts?
Oh, yes.
Ako, I'm sort of like glad we did that.
I wish nga parang the curve was a little deeper pa. Para
Diba
lang
yung
mas
sinasabi sa'yo,
dramatic yung cutouts.
Yung dulo, we wanted it to be on the tip
Nasa
of the
edge ng stage para mas medyo diagonal lang konti yung maybe 2025.
Hindi, meron na akong design.
Ay, oo nga. Yung good start.
So, yeah, I think the cutouts was a really good. Una sinabi mo pa, ayaw mo nun.
Hindi naman
Di ba dati, sinabi sa'yo, what if we do cutouts? Parang sabi mo, medyo averse ka doon sa mga cutouts.
Because it's something that I didn't. I had my insecurities about working with backstage access. Kasi nga, most of my production happened in front of the stage lang. That's where they enter and exit. So, I know it sounds very trivial for most people, pero like in production, yung planning, tsaka yung preparation to add a backstage movement, medyo dumoble yung trabaho mo. So that was my apprehension in doing the cutouts. Pero I had an idea how to do it. So actually, everything was the first time that I actually executed it. So, yeah, ayun. I mean, we messed up a little bit, pero I learned a lot of things.
No, kasi sa
from this
akin, I think the
production.
reason why I like you make cutouts is that the audience do not see the athletes ever. And they only see, it adds to the hype of the whole
Yes.
show that the only time that the audience see the
Is when they
athletes is
come out.
when they come out.
Yes.
No, parang, sabi ko, parang, it really is a show compared to,
Kasi in other competitions, like, when the competitors yung nakahalubilo with the audience, wala na judge na sila ng lahat ng audience. Nakita na kayong lahat. Di ba? Unlike ito, talagang when they come out,
that's the only time.
you compare them with
Yeah.
other competitors.
So para sa akin yun yung pro ng nagkaroon ng cutouts, and basically you don't even see them coming up the stage kasi 2023 yung stage natin, you can still see them on the sides coming up and then going down. Sa atin, wala, lalabas sila sa isang cutout tapos exit sila sa isang cutout.
But like, more than just the cutout was a creative way of utilizing the backstage, which I think was parang, I don't know, I guess the innovation we did for local bodybuilding scenes. Kasi no one really does it. So, I don't know, that's what I think.
And then of course, pinaglaban ko yung tunnel.
Di pa nga natin nailawan, no?
No, but I think that no, the entrance tunnel was
Okay. There were supposed to be 2 tunnels.
yeah. Okay lang yan kasi I'm never gonna use that tent supplier again ever. As in, nagkakaproblema na tayo sa harap,
Dumagdag pa sila.
dumagdag pa sila. As in the night before, dumagdag na sila.
Mm.
And literally, I had to go back to the venue at 11 o'clock to check out and then make sure that it was ano. And then the next day, and I was on the phone with them up until 8:45. I said, you know, I just told the supplier, I need you to come here now, fix it. And then because I'm 15 minutes away from 3, 2, 1 go. So I cannot deal with you anymore. So dagdag yun sa stress na nangyayari during that day. But I will
And
never
also
use them again.
the drapings
Oo.
pa.
Na sinira nila. Hinata kasi
I
nila
mean,
pababa.
di ba, parang, bakit pa natin i-drape yung venue, di ba?
Ng itim?
Yeah, parang that was like, I mean, I'm glad we did it. The stage looks great. Pero alam mo yan, for most people, parang, bakit mo dinadagdagan yung sakit ng ulo mo?
Hindi
Pero
kasi-
that's just how
Tanong natin sa
we
media.
think.
Masaya ba kayo na black yung draping ng stage this year compared sa white? See?
Better visually. Well, yeah, pero
It was all about visually making it pop. Kasi parang feeling ko pag puti yung backdrop, puti yung ceiling, ang pangit.
I know kasi you have no focus. Kasi like there's
At saka yung ilaw iba.
it bounces around too much, di ba?
Pag
So,
yung ilaw, nagbabounce siya sa, parang nagkakaroon ka ng reflector.
I mean, I guess what I'm trying to say is parang the level of care that we give to this production na it's not just parang a nice stage. Parang we took it beyond pa by draping the entire venue in black. Para lang mas mag-pop yung stage ng athletes. Di ba?
So 2025,
I think we're gonna be more ambitious than. I mean, we were throwing ideas already.
the venue hopefully we
They're
can post.
exciting ideas. Medyo
Well-
hindi pa natin nabubuo, na-gel yung idea.
As of now, they're all ideas. Marami siyang ideas na kailangan at the same time i-temper down
Yes.
to something that is,
I'm sure the idea is gonna be edited pa as we go along.
especially when I come back from Olympia this year.
Yes. I mean, I don't know. Ang theory ko lang kasi, like yung designs ng stage ng KJ Classic is based off of kung ano yung na-experience nila when they go to Olympia. So, we were throwing ideas each other nung kung ano yung magiging stage for 2025. So, hintayin muna natin yung stage ng Olympia. Kung ano magiging
True,
itsura.
But parang feeling ko naman kasi iba pa rin, parang we can't directly copy theirs because their budget,
Yeah.
of
I mean,
course,
we're
is
we're doing our
so
own
much-
version.
So much higher. But I think yung what we have as a stage design this year, I think is something that we can continue and just add a few more elements to it.
I mean, for what it's worth, like, kasi like, yung members ng Team KJ na you've bought to other international competitions are already, like, since 2023, they were already commenting na yung 2023 show natin was already better than what they experienced in, I don't know, like Taiwan Pro Bowl or something like that. So, I mean, yeah. I mean, medyo world-class na yung ino-offer natin to the local bodybuilding scene. And we're trying to elevate it even more every year.
But I think yun nga, yung design-wise, whether the curved one with the 2 cutouts, I think that is the base, should be the base. Kasi parang, what? Do we do a multi-level stage? Like, a multi-level stage has never been done in a,
Apoy.
di ba, yung mga apoy,
may
mga ganyan.
waterfalls,
Di ba? Hindi
may
na,
stairs.
I don't think
Si Erlan dito, gusto mo may stairs, pababa.
Di ba? Ano na yan eh? Ano na yun eh? Miss Universe na yun, di ba? Parang, hindi. We should still go back to, I think, the flat and then, I think a more curved. Kasi every year, mabilis ang development ng mga bagong gamit
Yes.
ng staging eh. So, hintayin na rin natin si Mark pagbalik niya galing China.
Attend pa yun ng Guangzhou Lights and Sound
diba?
Expo.
Yung mga Canton Fair and everything. So, once they get new stuff, then we can definitely plan out or map out 2025 even more.
Yeah.
Pero
But-
hopefully we get the venue that we're looking at.
Yes.
That will help a lot. that will help a lot. I think when it comes to
That
staging,
venue is gonna be huge.
a bigger venue,
Yeah.
a higher
Ceiling.
ceiling that will make us play with a lot more lights better. So, nakailang minutes na kami, War?
27 minutes.
Akalain mo yun, 27 minutes na tayo nag-uusap. So if there's anything you want to change from this year to next
Every year changes naman. So, no. I think we continue on like writing down notes on what we learned from the previous shows and try to improve them on the next shows at the same time adding new things. So yeah, I think the audience will have something to look forward to.
And if anybody who's
2025.
watching this who is well versed with production, producing a show or running a show, like really the back end of stuff, send me a message. Let's talk. Because we'll definitely need more assistance, and not just during the weekend. It starts, as what Paul said, it normally starts 7 months in advance. Our planning starts 7 months in advance, and dealing with a lot of
And our full-time jobs.
yeah, and then dealing with a lot of moving parts.
Okay.
I think a lot of moving parts, like you have the lights, and you have the sound, the stage, and then you have other suppliers coming in.
The music.
The music.
Okay.
I think that's something that we did improve this year compared to last year. I'm really happy to have that playlist. So yeah, we'll see you again. Not sure whether we'll do it July or August. Like, kinakabahan pa natin ako ng August. Sabi ko,
Kasi kasabay siya palagi ng isa kong event.
hindi, at saka sabi ko, hala, baka bumagyo. Kasi umuulan.
Right.
The weekend before KG Classic, there was a huge typhoon. And I'm like, fuck it. Pag binagyo tayo next week, walang pupunta. So we'll see.
Buti ka nakabahain yung tent sa
Oo.
likod, di ba?
Or do we revert back to, because our original 2019 was August, and then 2023 was July, and then 2024 was August. So abangan nyo na lang kung anong mapag-usapan namin ni Paul, kasi meron siyang parating events pag August. Para
July.
Are you
End
better
of July.
Are you better off July, di ba? Were you better off July?
I mean, yung event ko naman happens towards the end of July.
Okay.
So,
Anyway, so it was great having you on
Thank you.
KG Talks. And then we'll see you again soon. So, that's it. That's what happens. Ganito lang kami rin nag-uusap normally, just how to produce a show or how to come up with the show, the production.
pero pag naka-headset na.
As in, nagsisigawan po talaga kami. Hindi na kukuha sa camera yan kasi bawal ang camera sa tabi ko.
mga 3 days kaming mag-apologize to each other afterwards.
Kaya yun. Pero, yeah, wala. Talagang, I guess both of us are really passionate with what we're doing, and we just want to bring the best experience to basically everyone who joins.
The
So
industry,
parang,
basically.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hindi, parang sa akin kasi, di ba, you bring up the production value of the show, the athletes follow. Like, there were so many athletes. I was telling nga kay Steve na parang when we were shooting, parang kita mo year on year, yung mga sumasali, gumaganda. Na parang ako, we basically give them a platform na hindi nila ikakahiya to post when they're on that stage. Sumasabay yung condition nila, sumasabay yung package na pinapakita nila year on year, nag-i-improve.
And they even treat KG Classic as yung primary show. Nasasalihan nila for the year. I mean, some of them.
Yeah, that's very flattering for somebody. We should be very flattered for a lot of people who view that way. Na parang yun nga, it is the show to win. For us, we just want to give a
A good show.
great show. Diba? So we'll see you soon for another episode of KG Talks. So if you like this episode, comment below, like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon.
Mm.